number 20, Miranda Saldivar. A senior from Chevy Chase, Maryland, number 21, Caroline Cunna. A senior from San Diego, California, number 26, Mele Johnson. A sophomore from Los Angeles, California, number 28, Yasmin Namazi. And in goal, a sophomore from Ellicott City, Maryland, number 0, Sydney Hunter. Head coach for the Garnet is Todd Ankaitis. He is assisted by Jeff Fonda, Reba McGeer, Amy Strachan, Amy Johnson, and a special guest assistant coach tonight, President Val Smith. At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Swarthmore College joins the NCAA and the Centennial Conference in promoting good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the set of competition. Thank you.
Check 1, 2. Good evening, fans, and welcome to tonight's broadcast of Swarthmore College women's soccer versus the Scranton University Royals. Swarthmore wearing their home whites, the Royals in their road purples with the black shorts. Both teams coming into this game with a 2-0 record. One of these teams will have to leave here tonight with a loss or a tie. Swarthmore took care of business its first two games by 3-0 counts beating Rutgers Camden last Thursday night and then beating Eastern University on Saturday, both by scores of 3-0. Caroline Coates with the ball now. She was named this week's Centennial Conference Defensive Player of the Week. The right back, getting her first 2 starts. And last year she was listed as a forward. This year playing at that right back position. Doing well so far, learning a new spot. Long ball deep for Scranton. That's number 21, Kelsey Bacon in the corner. Ball served into the box. Still in there, dangerous. It's stopped by Curran and then stopped on the goal line by Yasmin Namazi with picking up the team save. Great backup by Swarthmore's back line, helping out Sydney Hunter, keeping the Royals off the board. Rin McCoy is going to leave the throw in for Melissa Curran. 2 quick shots on goal for the Royals. McCoy for Cunna. Pair of All-Americans passing to each other, and that ball kicked out of bounds by Becca Russo. Curran with the throw-in on the near sideline to Lichtenstein. Now to Saldivar. Boots it ahead. McCoy gives chase. Knocked out of play by Russo. Lichtenstein back to Curran. Hancock steps up. Pops it ahead towards the 18. Lichtenstein flicks it back to herself. Knocked out of play, and McCoy will take the throw. McCoy with the inbounds. Lichtenstein flicks it back to Cunna. Saldivar on the left side of the box, sends it in towards the middle. Fended away. McCoy sends it back in. Hancock comes running in. Ball bouncing back towards the blue line. Zaves tries to play it over to Saldivar. It rolls out of play. Long throw from Russo. Sent back by Namazi. Kana looking for McCoy, and Aaron Casey blasts that ball into her own bench. Lichtenstein fighting for position, loses the ball. Brittany Arricchio coming away with it. Kana denied, goes back to Lichtenstein. Sliding block. Saldivar over to Kana. Sends it into the box. A little bit long for Kana. Ball bounces back past midfield. Zaves is on it. Apologies, I had to step off the mic there for a second. The case of the missing cash box was solved. We were able to sell concessions again here at Clothier Field Stadium. Nice night. We got some dark clouds rolling in. Hopefully that doesn't Hopefully it doesn't start raining here. Curran with it on the left side, dispossessed. Russo plays it out of bounds. Curran, throw in, tapped back to Saldivar. Hancock ahead to Lichtenstein. Turns to the outside. Kind of runs into McCoy, a little bit crowded there in the box. Hancock there with the stop. Thinking shot, sends it in, and it's saved. Chrissy Welsh getting the start in goal. Seniors from Swarthmore, Pennsylvania, Strathaven graduate. I'm sure she has a lot of family here tonight for the virtual home game for her. Namazi with it on the back line. Sends it deep. Booted out of bounds near midfield. Melissa Curran with the throw. Short throw to Saldivar. Back to Namazi. Garner will switch fields as Zavez sends it over to Coates. Coates on the right side. Brings it up to midfield. Lichtenstein plays it back to Hancock. Booming ball ahead, trapped by McCoy. Kind of gets away from her, she recovers. Curran back to Saldivar. Finds Curran on the wing. Ball sent into the box that had looked like a good chance. Doesn't find Melee Johnson though. Hancock with the stop just past midfield. Cunna to McCoy. Finds Lichtenstein. There's a dangerous combination. Lichtenstein. Back to Saldivar. Saldivar has some room to work with. Draws two defenders. Trying to get to the edge. Sends it into the box. Cunna comes out of nowhere. Last touched by Welsh, I believe, and this will be a corner for Swarthmore. Hancock takes the corner. In-swung ball parried away by Welsh. Punched way out of the box. Saldivar tries to get it back in. It goes out of play. Russo with the throw. Aaron Casey plays it out. A lot of the play's been on this near sideline this game. A little bit of a collision at midfield as Bacon and Saldivar go up for it. Riccio goes back to Driscoll. Throwing on the far sideline. Coates into Hancock. Back to Coates. Cunna with it now over to Hancock, but Coates is there. Grabs it before it goes out of bounds. Cunna slicing through the middle. Knocked away. And Zavez will shield the approaching attacker. Let Sydney Hunter play it, but goes out of play. Scranton brings their back line all the way up to midfield. Jamie Rennick. Battle in the corner, won by the Royals. Ball sent into the box, cleared away by Namazi. Kana to McCoy. To Curran. The Garnet have some room on the counterattack. Royals recovering quickly. Lichtenstein tries to send McCoy, runs out of real estate. Throw in, stopped by Zavez. Saldivar with it now. Kana. Pompey with it, trying to fight off Saldivar. Mauricio back to DeMars. Casey with the pass ahead. Taylor Stevens jockeying with Coates. Lichtenstein sends it over to the left for Curran. Curran's pass intended for Lichtenstein is picked off. Here comes Auricio, trying to make something happen. Stevens with it now, dispossessed by Kana. Coach trying to keep it in, she does. Saldivar over to Curran. Big ball ahead, giving McCoy some room to run, but a little too much room as that ball trickles out of bounds. Saldivar finds Lichtenstein, plays it back for Saldivar. Garnet reset, Saldivar finds McCoy, back to Curran. Excuse me, to Kana, now to Curran. Garnet will try to approach the right side. No, they're going back up left. Namazi with it now. Saldivar gets that ball through. Lichtenstein putting on pressure. Ball played back to Welsh. Sent back up the sideline where it will go out of bounds. Saldivar finds the feet of McCoy. Lichtenstein looking to play Curran, who hadn't started her run yet. Russo with the throw in. A little bit of contact, and we'll have, I believe that's our first foul of the game. Hannah DeMars looks like she was adjusting the tape on her knee. Comes back into the midfield. Ball rolls out. I think it's just short of a corner. See where they place it. So it'll just be a long throw from the corner. Taken by Russo into the box. Ball cleared away by Saldivar. over towards Athletic Director Adam Hertz. Namazi to Saldivar. Casey ahead. Rennick on it now. Cuts back. Left-footed shot. Looking for Stevens on the far post. Headed just wide. Another bullet dodged by the Garnet. The pass was there. Header just a little bit wide. Foul called on the Royals. Coates with a quick restart. Saldivar with it now, working towards the left. Curran comes all the way up, keeps that in play. Kenshire in a corner, touches it out of bounds. Welsh will take the goal kick. Stevens with it now, working for the outside part, has it knocked away. Throw in to Rennick. Shot taken and saved by Hunter. It was Aricio coming up and taking a swing at that. Hunter there for the save. A couple of good opportunities so far for the Royals. Swarthmore has one shot on goal on the scoreboard. And the official points to possession in favor of the Royals, the throw in. Stevens into the box, cleared away by Namazi. Kept in by Johnson on the right side. Johnson to Kana. Kana to McCoy, plays it a little behind her. Comes back to Kana. Saldivar looking for Hancock. Finds Lichtenstein. Booming ball ahead, stopped by Curran. Saldivar tracks it down. Namazi over to Zavez. Coates to Johnson. "20 minutes into the contest here. It's a 0-0 game. Johnson tosses back to Zavez. Sends that ball ahead, flicked on by Lichtenstein. Popped back out by the Royals back line. Header stopped at midfield by Namazi. Tries to play it back to Zaves. She's going to boot it home. Let Hunter play with her feet. That kick sails out of bounds. Just past the blue. Russo to throw. Namazi there with the interception. Saldivar. Looking for McCoy, finds Russo. That pass is going to bounce back towards Saldivar, wins it at midfield. Good box out. And the Garnet will try to work it around the back again. Namazi to Saldivar. Finds McCoy, cuts middle. Garnet hit a roadblock with that back line. Rennick and Kunna jockeying for it. Rennick comes away with it. Has a runner wide. Sends it to Pompey. Stopped in the box by Coates. Curran comes away with the steal, bodies away Pompey. Saldivar to Kunna. McCoy headed over to the left sideline. Kunna splits a pair of defenders, leaves it for McCoy. McCoy can score from there if she decides to take a shot. Takes a couple more dribbles and dispossessed. Pompey at midfield. Saldivar with the stop. Ball pops in the air towards the S. Rennick with it now. Pops it ahead for Stevens. Stevens and Coates battling for it. Coates comes away. But her pass taken away by the Royals. Ball near the blue line, goes back to midfield. Good little dodge by Casey. Russo ahead for Bacon. And Kunna with it now. Johnson at midfield. Looking for McCoy, ball bounces to Kunna. Now to Saldivar. Sends McCoy, this is a chance. But it's scooped up by Welsh. Lichtenstein has that ball ricochet off her body. Gains control, winds up, sends it in. Not sure if that was, it looked like it was a pass intended for Johnson. Could have been a shot with a little more pace on it. Namazi has it now. Sends it from blue line to blue line, and it's going to come rocketing back. Sydney Hunter will pick it up at the 18. McCoy making a run. Finds Johnson. Johnson bounces off a defender. Lichtenstein takes a shot, but it's high. And we'll have our first substitution after that good chance by the Garnet. The Royals bring in number 29, Jillian Minda. 5-foot freshman defender out of Garden City, New York. Minda will replace Kelly Pompey.
Into the game for Scranton, number 29, Jillian Minda.
Another sub for the Royals as they bring in Meredith D'Angelo,
For Scranton, number 25, Meredith D'Angelo.
Hatboro, Pennsylvania native. Saldivar touches it out of bounds. Swarthmore drops back. Rennick to Bacon, back to Rennick. Zaves with the stop. Lichtenstein for Curran. Saldivar plays that ball ahead. Stopped by Carolyn Warner. Bacon trying to work the sideline. Crosses it in. Ball loses steam after bouncing off of Namazi's shins. Garnett starting to loosen up on the sideline. Seneca Kingurzo at midfield waiting to check in. Scored a goal the last time out. Saldivar to McCoy. Back to McCoy. Cuts left. Finds Lichtenstein. Lichtenstein pops it to McCoy. And McCoy collides with Warner. Doesn't get the corner.
Into the game for the Garnet, number 22.
Welsh
Seneca
waiting for the ball back from McCoy. Kingurzo checks in. And she'll play in the midfield, replacing Sarah Hancock. Curran to Namazi. Zaves dribbles up towards midfield. Pass over to Coates. Rennick now with it for the Royals, going the other way. Back to Stevens. Long pass ahead. Stopped by Namazi on the finds the foot of Kana. Over to Saldivar. Still nothing ball game. Almost 30 minutes in. Saldivar now to Lichtenstein. Kana to McCoy. Touches it ahead. Booted toward midfield. It'll just go out. Curran. Quick throw to Saldivar. Saldivar, quick little move to Kana. Kana to Lichtenstein. Lichtenstein locates Curran. Curran sends it into the box. Knocked away by Warner. Kana taking a headbutt to the back of her head. Shakes it off. Minda plays it out of bounds. Played out by Swarthmore.
Kelly Egan and number 16, Casey Treza.
Casey Treza in, number 16. And Kelly Egan, number 8, enter the game. Taylor Stevens comes off, as does Kelsey Bacon. So 2 players from the top replaced. Looks like it'll be Rennick sliding up now to that striker position. And Kelly Egan Egan's kind of playing in the midfield right now. And Casey Trezza over on the left wing. Saldivar looking for Curran, but it rolls out. Center official asks the Scranton bench to back up a couple paces off the line. Lichtenstein keeps it in on the left sideline. Cunha cuts back, finds McCoy, has a little bit of space, puts it on her left foot, shot taken, headed for the far post, but just rolls wide. Pretty good chance, McCoy trying to draw the keeper towards her near post and then attack far post. The shot just curled wide. Four shots for both teams now. Only one corner kick, and that was earned by Swarthmore. A lot of play in the midfield. I'd like to see the possession count for today's game. I feel like Swarthmore has had the ball more. But Scranton's had a couple really good chances when they got the ball in the box. Coates ahead. That ball bounces off the back line. McCoy tries to get ahead on it. It's stopped by Saldivar, just past the S. Cunha goes down looking for the foul, nothing called. Might have got clipped in the heel. Pass ahead and corralled by Hunter. Egan with it now. Stopped by Coates. Widerhold and O'Brien warming up on the sideline for the Garnet. The Garnet have an honorary head coach today. President Valerie Smith on the sideline there next to Todd Ankaitis and Reba McGear. I believe that's also Amy Johnson down on the bench and Jeff Fonda. Chavez, long ball from midfield. Goes over to the far corner. McCoy. Kingurzo. Right next to McCoy, plays it over to her. Might have been a little miscommunication there as the Royals take it away. Russo to Minda. Saldivar with it now on the takeover. Lichtenstein has Johnson making a cut, trying to get position. It's knocked away. Johnson still fighting for it. Coates keeps it in play on the far sideline. That looked like a good run from Johnson just a minute ago there. Almost had an opportunity, but couldn't quite get the position needed to get a shot off. Namazi to Cunha. Lichtenstein with it now. Lichtenstein. Now Saldivar. Saldivar steps up, recovers. Plays it over to McCoy. McCoy puts it on her left foot, takes a shot. It's blocked. Right off of the back of Russo. Saldivar now to Lichtenstein. Garnett moved back. Good little flick over to McCoy. Can she at least get a corner out of this? Crosses that back in. It's in the box. Cleared out. Ball past the head, stopped by Namazi. McCoy offsides position right now. She can't make a play on that ball. And Welsh will stop that just before the end line. Welsh winds up, kicks. Headed by Saldivar. D'Angelo pops it forward for the Royals. McCoy steps on it, looking for Lichtenstein. Bumped ahead by Casey, out of play. Pair of subs, Widerhold and O'Brien come in for Swarthmore. And in for the Royals, it's Samantha Wargo, junior from Kings Park, New York. Widerhold for Swarthmore is a freshman, Downingtown, Pennsylvania native. Scored a goal in the first game, Swarthmore's third goal against Rutgers Camden. Showed some of her speed, was near midfield, just kind of burst in between a pair of defenders, popped the ball ahead of her, chased it down, deked around the goalie, and put it in for the goal. Seven minutes to go, and Scranton starts the ball back in play after the foul. Coates with the throw in. Congurzo to Cunna. O'Brien now on that right wing. Ball ahead for McCoy. Battling for it at the edge of the box. Trying to create some space in the one-on-one. Slides it over to Cunna, but the pass is intercepted. Ball stopped by Congurzo. Winds up, takes a shot. And that was a powerful shot. Diving stop made by Chrissy Welsh. Congurzo flashing some power there. Driving that ball for the far post. Only to be stopped by a diving save. Widerhold. Plays it off Russo, out of bounds. Wind picking up a little bit. Blowing away from goal for the Garnet. Widerhold looking for Congurzo. Or excuse me, Zavez was looking for Congurzo. Zavez with it again. Saldivar now at midfield. Namazi. Plays it off a defender. Minda trying to get on it. McCoy called for the foul. Got a little too handsy there, I guess. Under 5 to play now, 0-0 game. Long ball played ahead, and it'll roll out of bounds.
Sub for the Garnet, number 6, Caroline Meyer.
Caroline Meyer comes in. Sophomore from Ashburn, Virginia. Meyer comes into the midfield. She'll go all the way over to the right side. Garnet now playing with 3 up top, 3 in the middle, and 4 in the back. Chavez tries to clear it. It's blocked initially. Namazi gets it away. Coates to King Gurzo. Finds McCoy at midfield. McCoy to Widerhold. That ball's going to squeak its way into the box, but it's off of Widerhold. No corner kick again for the Garnet. Love to see Swarthmore put one in the final 3 minutes here before halftime. We'll see if the Garnet stay aggressive or if they're going to drop back and just try to not give up a shot in the final 3. A little bit of contact foul called on the Royals. I believe that was on Samantha Wargo, who recently entered the game. Namazi switches it over to Coates. Coates to Meyer. Quick pass to Kingurzo. Saldivar at the S. McCoy. Back to Meyer on the run. Tripped up a little bit. Pushed from behind, and this is a good chance for Swarthmore. Free kick from somewhere between 25 and 30 yards out, I'd say. From straight on. Under 2 on the clock. Meyer lines up over it. Back line at the 18. Sends it up and over the crossbar. Well, she'll restart play, a minute 20. Namazi finds McCoy, turns back to her left. Hounded from behind, has it knocked away.
There is 1 minute remaining.
Slides it to Meyer. Ball bounces into the box, but cleared away. Under a minute now. Wargo. Kingurzo with it now. Widerhold turns, leaves it for Curran. We'll see if Curran sends it in. A little bit short. I think maybe that was intended for O'Brien on the far side. Coates to Saldivar. Gets away. Curran there to clean it up. Under 20 now. The kick sent in by Curran, headed by Meyer, goes wide. And we'll get the 10-second countdown here. I don't think the ball will return to play.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that'll be it for the end of the first half. A pair of shots on goal for both teams. We'll see who can get a break in the second half. We'll put 15 minutes on the clock, and we'll be back after halftime. Thanks for watching the Garnet Sports Network. I'm Brandon Hodnett, bringing you tonight's action.
Centennial Conference is about balance. We want the students to become the best they can be in the classroom, the best they can be in their athletic pursuits, and our colleges do everything we can to enhance that. You're going to feel the exact same things that you would feel as a Division I or Division II athlete in the Centennial Conference. You're going to feel the heart racing. Your teammates are going to be cheering you on. You're going to be in that huddle, firing each other up, getting ready for the opening tip or the first kickoff. All of this is what we look for and we hope that our students get to achieve in the conference. You look at the rivalries in our conference, and these schools have competed against each other for over a century. To be able to turn them over to talented faculty and talented coaches to bring out what we all know is there, that athletic ability, that ability to achieve in the classroom, the ability to achieve in the lab. The community that we build within the Centennial Conference is truly special. We have 11 schools that are competing at everything they do. They're competing for the best faculty, they're competing for the best students, they're putting together the best facilities. There are 43 conferences, and I feel that the Centennial Conference is at the top of Division III.
1, 2, 3.
On the field of competition, you're going to be a starter, you're going to be a key reserve. You may be an all-conference player, you may be an all-American player. In the classroom, you are going to achieve great things. You could be on the dean's list. You could receive a departmental award. You could receive the college's highest prize when all is said and done. It's the ability to provide that kind of balance to allow a student to achieve in both ends, which makes the Centennial Conference remarkable. Together, we are driven.
1, 2, 3.
To motivate, to challenge, to lead. Every practice, every play, every day, every season. 11 schools together in competition. We are the Centennial Conference.
And welcome back for the start of the second half, 0-0 game here from Clothier Field Stadium in Swarthmore, Pennsylvania. Scranton Royals in the purple, Swarthmore in the home whites. Not a whole lot to speak of statistically from the first half. Only 2 shots on goal for both teams. Swarthmore had a big team save early in the game. Still looking for some offensive opportunities from the Garnet. Sydney Hunter returns between the posts for the second half. The Garnet split time the first 2 games with Amy Schmoys taking over duties in the second half, but the Garnet will stick with Hunter here this game with no lead to speak of. Hunter, the kick. The Garnet put Alex Frost into the game since halftime. Frost in the midfield wearing number 29. I don't know that I've seen her play yet this year. Frost is the freshman from Germantown, Maryland. Frost to Kana. Kana has some space. Defenders parting out wide, runs out of room as she enters the box. Coates plays it off the chest of Taylor Stevens. Stevens making a run. Cut off by Namazi, who sweeps it away out of play. Long ball played into the box. Rennick gets a foot on it. It pops out wide. Hunter slides and grabs it. Lichtenstein plays it back to Frost. Hancock to Curran. Ball played into the middle. Royals pop it into the air and out of play. Frost cuts back at the blue line, takes a big swing, looking to send McCoy. Pass a little too far. Rennick making a run, has some options, but is dispossessed. Frost comes away with it. McCoy on the far sideline. Now to Hancock. Frost, long pass ahead, intended for Johnson. Cut off by Katie Cullen. Cunna takes a shot at goal. Slow roller. Might have been a pass intended for McCoy. Welsh grabs it. Stevens watches it roll out of play. Katie Cullen will take the throw. And Frost just runs right through Rennick at midfield. Foul called on Swarthmore. Long kick by Casey, cleared out of the box by Zaves. Cullen sends it back in. Header back, cleared away by Namazi, but on the clear, the ball ricocheted back to goal. Sydney Hunter there. Dangerous play. Good thing she was still on the line and able to make that play. Frost out wide to Coates. Coates finds Cunna. Cunna looking for Johnson on the run. It's stopped halfway. Lichtenstein there. Grabs it. Switches places with Lichtenstein. Tries to send her. Cut off by Cullen. Cullen clears it wide. And it'll be Pompey with it. Zaves corrals it. Rolls it gently back to Hunter. Coates wins the ball on the sideline from Stevens. Frost with it now, finds Hancock. Hancock's kick blocked by Rennick. Rennick keeps it in, tries to get around Coates, realizes she won't be able to get there in time. Coates comes away with it. Knocked out of play by Stevens. Coates to Lichtenstein. Hancock back to Coates. Ball played off of Stevens. Lichtenstein with the trap. Turns back to Zaves. Frost at midfield to Hancock. Frost starting the second half in place of Miranda Saldivar. Coates steps over it, cuts back. Back to Frost, who plays it back to Namazi. Long pass ahead by Frost, intercepted. And it's Aricchio with it. Stopped by Namazi. Ball bounces back to Zaves on the back line, slides it over to Coates. Coates finds the feet of Lichtenstein, sends it over to McCoy, heads it back into space, stopped at the back line by Russo. Russo plays it all the way up for Bacon. That ball will roll out of play on the near sideline. Bacon with it at midfield. Namazi takes it away. Coates has her pass intercepted by Rennick. Rennick to Stevens. Coates with the steal. Zavez. Zavez to Kana. Johnson starting to make a run. Kana slides it to McCoy. Lichtenstein steps on it, takes a shot, it's dipping, hits the crossbar. It's the second time I've seen Lichtenstein hit the crossbar in this early season. Just needs a little more dip on that one. That would have been a beautiful goal.
Into the game for Scranton.
11 minutes into the second half, we have the first substitution. The Royals elect to sub in Casey Trezza, and Brittany Arricchio heads to the bench. Trezza battling with Coates on the near sideline. Royals come away with it. Bacon looking to the far side. Pompey can't come away with it. Played out by the Garnet. Royals move backward to switch the field. Pass to Trezza, looking for Rennick. Zavez with a steal. McCoy going back towards the far side. To Frost, moving forward. Has Johnson now on that side. Johnson sends it in, strong pass. Oh! The sliding volley attempt. Beautiful try by Lichtenstein. Just missed.
Into the game for the
Congurzo comes in, replacing Hancock.
Congurzo.
Really like that try. Lichtenstein sliding in feet first, trying to push the ball into the goal. Frost wins the ball at midfield. Kind of looking for McCoy. Lichtenstein with it now. Kind of juggles it to herself. Plays it wide for Johnson. Johnson, a little too heavy on the touch, and that ball rolls out. Samantha Wargo comes in.
Scranton, number two, Samantha Wargo.
Kana with it now, takes a swing. Shot bounces off the back line. And that clear, sails out. McCoy to Coates. Garnet really pressing high here. Lichtenstein to Frost. Frost on the left foot takes a shot. Grabbed pretty easily by Welsh. Congurzo looking for Kana. Recovers the ball. Frost finds McCoy. Good strong pass in the midfield. McCoy cutting through defenders. Leaves it for Lichtenstein. Lichtenstein dances to her left. Finds Johnson with some space. Johnson loses it, and Royals going the other way. Coates to Zavez. Ahead to Frost. Frost now, strong kick. The official has to get out of the way. And it's booted out of bounds by Casey. Coates to Kingurzo. Oh, good pass ahead to McCoy. Gets past the back line, but Warner catches up to her. Kicks it out of bounds. McCoy will take the long throw. McCoy, the toss into the box. Over the head of Lichtenstein. Frost comes in, keeps it in play. McCoy trying to get it to her left foot. Finds Frost. It's taken away by Rennick. Rennick ahead for Wargo. Plays a little behind her. Zavez and Wargo collide. Kingurzo blocks that pass from Cullen. Namazi on the ball in Swarthmore's box. Brings it up. Finds Kana. Kana cuts back to Kingurzo. Melly Johnson comes away with it on the far sideline. Johnson with 2 assists so far. Trying to set up one of her teammates here. That ball skitters away. Royals ball. Rennick's pass stopped by Zavez. And now it's Kana with it. Kana brings it to the S, leaves it for Frost. Frost to Curran. Curran now for McCoy. Kingurzo to Lichtenstein, back to Kingurzo on the run, slides it through. McCoy trying to beat a pair of defenders. Ball kicked out of bounds and a roll just shy of a corner. Long throw for McCoy. Kingurzo and Lichtenstein in the box. The throw in. Bounces in towards the middle. Gets away. Royals on it. Wargo playing up top now for the Royals. Collects it. Pass out wide. Pompey cuts back, takes a shot. Doesn't get to the 6. Might have been a pass. That ball into the box, cleared away by Namazi. Lichtenstein tries to make a play on that one. The Royals send it back into the box. Wargo there gets a foot on it. Hunter grabs it. Kind of wormed her way around the box out near the 6. Got a touch on it. DeMars. Little header for Pompey. Kingurzo now to Kana. They go back to Curran. Frost at midfield. Looking for Johnson, but I think there's not going to be enough room. Handful of subs for Scranton.
Into the game
Kelly
for the
Egan,
Garnet, number 20, Miranda Saldivar.
Brittany
And into
Arricchio,
the game for Scranton,
and
number
Meredith
8,
D'Angelo
Kelly Egan,
in
number 12,
for the
Brittany
Royals. For the
Arricchio,
Garnet,
and number 25,
Miranda Saldivar
D'Angelo.
comes in for Caroline Cunna. So we have Saldivar and Frost in at midfield. Cunna, the All-American, comes off. Looking at Scranton's record from last year, they had a really good season, 13-4-2, 786 win percentage. Were knocked off in the Landmark Championship, losing to to Catholic 3-2. Catholic went on to the NCAA tournament and played here against Swarthmore. Swarthmore defeated the Catholic in the second round of the NCAA tournament. Trezza plays it back, but it's taken away by Congurzo. Pass over to Johnson. Lichtenstein making a run on the far side. Johnson, strong pass ahead. It'll roll out for a goal kick. No, correction, it was last touch by a Royals player, so first corner kick of the half. It'll be taken by Miranda Saldivar. Lichtenstein alone in the box, joined by McCoy. Lichtenstein flicks it back. Shot taken. I think that was McCoy that got a foot on that. 4 shots on goal for Swarthmore to 2 for the Royals. Over halfway through this second half, still a scoreless game. Coates keeps it in the corner. Her pass taken away. That's stolen by Trezza. Ball in the middle of the box. Good stop by Namazi. Shot taken by Wargo, immediately blocked. Trezza plays it into the box, headed by Namazi. Royals still in a dangerous position. Cleared away by Coates. Cullen with the throw in. Cleared away by Saldivar. Lichtenstein looking for Congurzo. It's intercepted. Trezza with it now. Over to Wargo. Wargo in the corner. Trying to keep it in, maybe earn a corner. Cuts around Zaves. Trying to earn that end line, and the official awards a corner. Here's the insert. Long ball to the far side of the box. It'll bounce away. And Garnet get out of that corner with no harm done. Swarthmore will sub. There are 2 or 3 players here. At least 2. Claire O'Brien and Alana Elliott come in.
15, Alana Elliott.
Lauren Savo will I guess wait till the next substitution. Swarthmore is going to give his two leading goal scorers, Marin McCoy and Hannah Lichtenstein, a little bit of a breather. Maybe see them back out there in about 10 minutes, I would assume, for one last push before the end of the half. Coates with it at midfield to the newly entered O'Brien. Pass ahead to Elliott, out of play. Elliott's a freshman from Monrovia, California. Coates to Kingurzo. Frost battling for it at midfield, no foul called. Russo's pass finds the head of Curran, out of play, Royals ball. Russo with the ball on the far sideline for the Royals. Gains a bit of an edge, but it rolls out. Goal kick. And that'll allow Swarthmore to bring in Lauren Savo into the game. Sierra Madre, California native. She'll replace Coates on the back line. Entering in at right back. Savo to Kingurzo, tied up with D'Angelo in the midfield. Kingurzo receives the foul. Long kick into the box on the restart. Bounces out towards the left corner. Savo wins that battle, plays it off. I think that's Egan. Garnett get the goal kick. Hunter to Elliott. Elliott cuts inside. Sends Johnson out wide. But Johnson shielded off the ball, and the pass rolls out of bounds. Brittany Widerhold will come in. First minutes of the second half. Next substitution chance to Garnett get. Zaves to Savo. Savo finds Saldivar. Frost with the stop. Saldivar finds Elliott, a little bit of space. Tries to cut around her defender, finds O'Brien, slides it towards the far post. Deflected. Ball out of bounds, and we'll have substitutions, 3 for the Royals.
Number 16, Brittany Widerhold.
Hannah DeMars in, Taylor Stevens and Jamie Rennick
and number 19, Jamie
back
Rennick.
in. Widerhold comes in for the Garnett. Johnson comes out. And that ball that was cleared out looks like it's long gone, as ball runner Sarah Planthaber on the near sideline has to get a new ball from the bag. Chrissy Welsh now on the 6 will take the goal kick. Last season, Welsh started 18 games allowed 12 goals for a goals against average of .65, a 12-4-2 record, and a save percentage of 82.6%. Pretty good. Widerhold with it now. Draws 3 defenders. Her touch rolls into the box and is cleared away. Saldivar comes away with it. To Frost. Frost works around the official. Gives it to Curran. Curran looking for O'Brien. Rolls past. Saldivar nearly catches up to it. Savo there to collect. Taken away by Stevens. Excuse me, taken away by Treza. Savo takes the throw. Namazi. Looking for Frost, taken away by Rennick. Ball bounces into the box. And Hunter there runs up, scoops, grabs it. Frost trying to send Widerhold. Widerhold showing up that speed. Almost catches up before it's cleared out. Widerhold will take the throw on the far sideline. Ball crossed in and knocked out of play. It'll be a corner for the Garnet. Lost sight of who's taking that corner in the shadow there. Ball sent in. Namazi got a shoulder on that maybe. Booming kick by Frost. Clears the net on the back end. And rolls all the way into the woods.
Number 21, Kelsey Bacon, and number 25, Meredith D'Angelo.
Bacon and D'Angelo back in for the Royals. Welsh will take the corner. Curran to Namazi. Sava with it now on the sideline. Leaves it for Saldivar. Couple of short passes. Kingurzo plays it ahead for Elliott. O'Brien wins that ball. Saldivar cuts back middle. Kingurzo back to Frost. Intended for Elliott. Elliott tangled up. Couldn't win that one on the ground from DeMars, and is called for the foul. Stevens' kick rolls off a Curran and out of play. Savo there to cut off that pass into the box. Little roll out. Trezza with the throw in. Rennick draws the double team. Ball played out by the Garnet. Header by Savo, another throw for Trezza. Namazi with the clear, gets past the blue. DeMars trying to keep it in on the near sideline. Sideline official points in the Royals' favor. Foul from behind on Saldivar. DeMars and Stevens lined up over the free kick. We'll see who actually takes it. It's DeMars. Plays it in a little low. Only gets to the front of the box, to the top of the box. Elliott trying to win the ball at midfield. O'Brien. Bodied away from the ball. Saldivar gets it. Finds Elliott. Turns. Plays it off of the defender, I believe. Nope, I guess there was no deflection. We have a goal kick.
For the Garnet, number 14, Sarah Hancock, and number 21, Caroline Cunna.
Garnet make a pair of substitutions in the midfield. Cunna and Hancock come back in for Congurzo and Frost. 7.5 to play, still no score. Hancock to O'Brien. Ball curls wide, out of play. Saldivar to Curran. Namazi with it now. Savo to Hancock. Out of play, Garnet throw in. I was expecting to see Lichtenstein and McCoy back in at this point. But with 6 minutes left, maybe Coach Todd Ankaitis is just saving them for overtime. Wider hold. Takes a swing at it, knocked away, out of play. Saldivar lines up on the corner. Elliott puts a head on that, bounces back out of the box. Saldivar sends it back in. O'Brien on it. Cleared away by the Royals. Ball stays in play. Zaves meets it at midfield. Back to Namazi. Garnet get back on sides. Zaves to Hancock. Saldivar with it now at the blue. Looking to send Cunna. Hancock wins the second ball. Held a little bit, no foul. Saldivar has it knocked away out of bounds. Garnet throw. Cunha just outside the box, dances around her defender. Here's a chance here. On the sideline, shot saved. Cunha had a tough angle there right on the end line. Probably a good chance she could have gotten a deflection off of Welsh and had it finished by Elliott, I believe, was there. But Welsh grabbed onto the ball, held onto it, didn't let it get away. Cunha goes back to the middle. Goes to Saldivar. Saldivar looking to send somebody. Little long for wider hold and grabbed by Welsh. Cunha draws two. Slides it ahead, it's taken away. O'Brien had a foot on it temporarily. The Royals knocked it away. Just over 3 minutes left here. Welsh with the kick. Ten-minute overtime periods forthcoming if no one scores here in the final 3 minutes. Chavez to Savo. 2.5 to play. Hancock finds O'Brien. O'Brien cuts back. Widerhold had a little bit of space. The pass doesn't reach her. Sava with the stop. Ball bounces to Bacon. Her pass sent out of play. Under 2 now. Chavez to Namazi. Hancock wins this one. Saldivar on it now. Knocked out of play. Saldivar with the throw. Garnet trying to earn a corner. Saldivar looking for wider hold. Ball cleared away, still a Swarthmore throw.
1 minute remaining in the second half.
1 minute left. Curran inbounds it. Knocked out of the box. Another Swarthmore throw. Robbie Walsh getting his work in on the far sideline. Shot by Elliott from distance. Takes a hop before being grabbed by Welsh. 30 seconds left. Welsh boots it to midfield. Rinnick's going to play it all the way back to Hunter, who's all alone in the box. Under 20 seconds now. Hunter to midfield. Cunha on it. Ahead for O'Brien. She's on sides. Here's the chance. O'Brien pops it up, chips it just over the goal.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And the entire Scranton bench holding their collective breath on that play as O'Brien stayed on side, beat the back line, and tried to chip the keeper for the win in the final seconds. However, her pass or her shot just missed.
And the score after regulation
We've
is
got 5
Swarthmore
minutes on the
0,
clock here
Scranton 0.
between regulation and the first overtime period. We'll take a quick break, reset the lineups, and get ready for at least 10 minutes of overtime. And 10 minutes on the clock here for the start of the first overtime period. Swarthmore gets possession first. Kana to McCoy. McCoy and Lichtenstein back in. The big guns for Swarthmore. McCoy gets it on her right foot. Sends it to Lichtenstein. Has a little bit of space. Takes a shot. It's high. High and maybe a little bit wide. Lichtenstein and McCoy only need a little bit of space to fire up a shot. We had an overtime game here on Sunday with field hockey. Swarthmore beat Arcadia 2-1. And in field hockey, they do something interesting where they go down from 11 players on a side to 7v7. the game really opens up, and it's a really exciting play. Curious what that would look like if soccer did that. Royals come away with it at midfield. Riccio finds Stevens. Stevens in the box. Cleared away by Curran. Stevens with it again on the far side. Looking for Trezza. Out of play, throw in for Swarthmore. It's Johnson over to Lichtenstein. Cunham moving forward. Gets past midfield. Lichtenstein. Lichtenstein approaching the box. Stopped temporarily. Dispossessed. But Lichtenstein recovers. Slides a pass into Cunha. Taken away. Coates with it now. To Hancock. Johnson. Back to Hancock. Hancock takes a swing. It's parried off the crossbar. What a chance. Thought that attempt by Hancock was going to go wide. Surprised me. Welsh made an outstanding play, keeping this game going. Royals on the counterattack. It's Wargo. Plays it in. Coates there with the stop. Stevens at the corner. Sends a shot in, and this time it's Hunter pushing it over the crossbar. Under 6.5 to play for the Garnet. Corner kick will be taken on the near side. Stevens lines up over it. Box fairly empty, sends it in. Header pops straight up. Hunter doesn't reach it, but it's fine because that was over the crossbar. You saw the net moving there. No harm done as that was on top of the net, not in the net. 5.5 to go. Hunter plays it short to Coates. Coates to McCoy. Cunha. Lichtenstein. Back to Curran. Curran to Cunha. Bumped. No foul called. Play on. Thought that was going to be a chance for a Swarthmore restart. And a good free kick, but they'll get the ball deep in their own territory. Curran with the throw. Quick throw to Saldivar. Back to Curran. Namazi to Hancock. Coates to Lichtenstein, flicks it for McCoy. McCoy boxed out by Russo. Cunha playing it for Saldivar. Lichtenstein now. Over to McCoy, she's got space. Gets into the box, sends it in, left-footed pass over for maybe Johnson. Doesn't get there. Namazi battles Wargo off the ball. Chavez over to Curran. Under 4 to play now. Saldivar to Lichtenstein. Goes back in to Hancock. And now it's Saldivar breaking to the sideline. McCoy goes for the turn. Kana trying to gain some space. She'll be called for the foul from behind. Meredith D'Angelo taking the spill just inside, or just outside the 18, their own 18. Lichtenstein has a little space, takes a shot, it's high. Welsh bumps the goalpost in the process, resets it. Under 3 to go. Under 2.5. Throw in on the far side. Garnett win the throw. Quick throw by Hancock. Trapped by Lichtenstein. Has McCoy. McCoy with a little bit of room. Tried to play it for Kana. Chavez back to midfield, but Stevens is on it. Stevens ahead, and we'll have an offsides call. Waved off as Hunter grabs that. Just on the edge of the box. Foul on the sideline. Minute 30 left. Coates on the free kick. Sends it in. Flicked on by Kana. Johnson takes a spill, no foul. Namazi wins that ball, has Curran. 1 minute left here. Curran to McCoy. McCoy to Saldivar in the middle. Saldivar sends it into the box. Knocked away. 45 seconds to go. Saldivar has McCoy. She's on. McCoy, can she win the corner? Turns around, gets the sideline, taken down. Defender had the ball. No foul. "20 seconds. Under 10. Lichtenstein pops it up. This could be trouble. Knocked away. The shot. It's in. It's in the back of the net. That's the game winner with 2 seconds left. Sarah Hancock puts it in the back of the net. 2 seconds left in the first half of overtime. Swarthmore wins this one. Sudden victory, 1-0. That is the ball game, and what a way to end it. Hannah Lichtenstein just popping that ball up towards the far post. Wow. Swarthmore wins this one 1-0. Right at the end of the 100th minute. What a win by Swarthmore Women's Soccer.
University of Scranton 0. Join us on September 17th when the Garnet take on S&M at 4 p.m. The Department of Athletics and the women's soccer team thank you for attending today's game and for your continued support of Swarthmore Athletics. Drive home safely and have a good night.
Thanks for watching tonight's broadcast on the Garnet Sports Network as Swarthmore College wins
And
this
the
one
goals was
1-0.
scored by number 14, Sarah Hancock.
2 seconds left in the game. Sarah Hancock getting the job done. Once again, thanks for watching. I'm Brandon Hodnett, bringing you tonight's action. Be sure to check out Swarthmore Athletics for highlights, recaps, and more online at swarthmoreathletics.com. Have a great night.
Ten, 9.
Under 10, Liechtenstein.